Hey, welcome back to Opa Plays MechWarrior 5. This is campaign mode, episode 9. Here we are still at Hessian. We have a target of opportunity, a campaign mission, level 6. We looked at it last time briefly just before we ended the mission, or the episode. It is a 25 difficulty campaign mission, which as described turns it into a assassination mission with a 200-ton limit. I've played this a few times. I'm going to show you all a different way to play it. I hope. And if it's been giving you difficulty because you've not yet built up to, a good tonnage to play this one by the time you run into it, try it my way. I've done this at as low as 125 tons due to some bad decisions I made at the time. Excuse me. 2 million. That'll help quite a bit. I'm down to 847.
The nasty weather means your visibility will be limited out there and have adverse effects on your sensors.
First things first. Story's really good on the Phoenix Hawk. I'm not going to change him out. What I'm going to do is switch him down to the end because he's about to be the lightest ton
This should be good.
mech that we have. And I'm going to switch oi. Yep. Quick draw there, but not you.
Leave it to me.
Kraus with his 9 is better. Well, no, wait. Doesn't matter all that much, to tell you the truth. He's better with the energy weapons, I was going to say, in the quick draw. Next one up is the Hunchback, and it's only a difference of 1 point, but he's stopped from gaining any extra experience in the autocannon that the Hunchback has. So we're going to leave it just like this for now. Hunchback doesn't have any missiles, that doesn't matter. Quick draw does, 5-5. We got to get some training in, guys. That's something we haven't done yet in the campaign, as I recall. Or have we? Nope. Freeman does, in fact, start off as a endpoint 45, so. I've rambled on long enough. The mission's ready. Here we go.
Attention. Prepare for battlemech departure. Warning. Hangar doors open. Stand clear.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
One shot, one kill, Commander.
If only it were that easy.
And here I thought you were as good as your old man by now.
There was a, okay.
Give him hell, Commander. I'll see you on the other side.
Here's a battle mech over here somewhere. I ran away from it. It's trying to suck you into going that way. Down that alleyway right there and to the right is where it wants you to go down. Once you've caught that mech. That way, everything in that little valley to my left there is ready to go and situated for you. Just had to move my headset off my ear so I could hear myself think. My fast mech and my only fast mech in this setup is, well, quick draw will do 81. Phoenix Hawk at 97 is my fast runner if necessary. And by necessary I mean get me out of here before I blow up. That whole field down there is full of tanks, turrets, and light and medium mechs. The whole gauntlet for you to run through that I'd much rather not run through.
Target is in the field, Commander. They're marked on your tactical display.
You do always have the option of going back from them after you've knocked out your assassination target and reassessed how you're doing. Nobody likes to get up on the target which is a trebuchet.
Our assigned mech target is on the field. Let's take
Yeah.
it down.
We've got your target, Commander.
My job is to attract stuff. Away from all the mechs. Or they light up that trebuchet. Drag it out, and then I go in. Just like that.
Well done, Commander. Now, let's see if what we did here today actually worked. Meet me at the extraction point. I'm already inbound.
Target gathered.
It's out of here.
Thought I was
Weren't
going to dodge
expecting
that.
that, huh? I'm Fiend. Wow, got him good.
Don't make me kick you, little thing.
Focus target received, Commander.
Just like in a raid, you don't get paid for killing things that aren't on your list. And the name of the game's Mercenaries. Sure, I could have played for salvage instead, stayed and shut up a whole bunch of stuff, but the bottom line is I needed the cash. And there wasn't a whole lot there for salvage anyway, now was there? Medium lasers, because forever. SRM6s, so maybe someday I can upgrade. Short little missile for the Hunchback, but he did go up a point of experience. Unfortunately, we were talking about training. I don't have enough C-bills to do that right now. We're going to have to do some money gathering first. That helped. I don't mind going down low on the C-bills, but well, here we go. What does she want? Oh yeah, she's the bearer of bad tidings. That wasn't good enough. We're going to have to do something else. I could say that in my best
Okay,
Eeyore
Commander.
voice.
Our work for House Marek is not quite finished. I've been informed that House Liao have retaliated because of our actions against the local governor by launching several military raids on Marek border outposts. The good news? It means another payday for us. House Marek wants us to hit back by destroying a military logistics center belonging to Liao. They're hoping to hobble Liao's military capabilities in the border region and, in doing so, convince them to back down and allow the refugees to return home. The thing I find extraordinary is that House Marek is not going after Black Inferno. It was their egregious actions inside Marek territory that started this whole thing. Instead, They're focusing all their anger and resources on House Liao. If I had to guess, I'd say someone very powerful is behind Black Inferno's actions, and that whoever it is, they're using that power to shield these bastards. As to who that benefactor might be, or what their endgame is, I don't know. Still too many questions, and not enough answers. For now, we have a contract to fulfill. I've prepared the mission briefing. Once you sign off on the op and get us where we need to go, we can launch.
Copy that.
And like the lady said, I got another one. Look, first of all, gotta sign off, don't I? Collateral Damage. Level 6. 200k. Excuse me. 200k in C-Bill, 200 reputation. That would lead me to believe it might be a little bit more difficult than the last one, which was 160 reputation. Right there it is. Let's do some repairs, like all of them. 3.4 million. I might come out of this with enough money to run to an industrial hub and do some training. The side part of getting some training is that basically you've got to have either a lot of pilots to rotate them in and out of training, or you got to be willing to sit still and fight the time. So it's both cost of training and time to sit. That's a 40 at 180. Destroy a military logistics headquarters located in one of the urban military complexes. Sounds like a demolition mission, even though they just keep calling it campaign. I'm gonna go in heavy, ladies and gentlemen. At 2 million, I'll take the loss. Ooh, lose a quarter. I'll still come out on it with 1.5. I've got ballistics. We'll do it. For a demo, I should be pretty well set up. If all else fails, I got big, stompy mech feet. Two-kilometer walk.
Complex is not far from here. It's mostly an administration and tactical planning compound, so I don't expect a substantial enemy force to be on site, but you never know. Just make sure to take out the main buildings housing the logistics center itself. Those are mission critical.
Copy that.
Of course, when she says, but you never know, we do know, don't we? Makes you wonder if I went over there, if I'd be able to see it from the top of that hill. So as I look at the map on the bottom, that's not really a hill. Here we go.
Our target is now marked. Go get him.
Get myself situated for where I am. Lags. Glad that caused heavy damage, because banged me in the leg. Too much lag. I'm gonna go do what I'm supposed to be doing and bust up buildings and kick turrets. Well, Hunchback's already hurting up. Especially because he's got that AC-20 on him. He's gonna throw a lot of aggro. I am being reminded why I don't like pulse lasers.
This area is on its last legs, Commander. Just one final push, and then we can all go home.
Yeah, if they leave me alone, I'll take care of it. Yeah. Another reason I didn't like pulse lasers. I'm put back my medium. Ramming speed. What I did that you may or may not have noticed is I told the Hunchy to follow me.
Good work. Now just hope we turn the tide. And finally, make House Leo rethink their policy on those refugees. Head to the extraction point.
I did not just
I'm on
shoot
my
him
way
in the
to pick
back.
you up.
Kill it. Where's it at? That was 3 out of 3 for them. And we have survived the mission with just a little bit of denting on the Hunchback.
Mission success, Commander. Time to get out of here.
Lots of lag. Back-to-back, high reward, quest campaigns, slant transmissions. I've heard them called all those things. They all mean the same thing. $1.8 million. Anything good for my troubles? No. Sorry, I only got 2 points anyway. Well, Gonna take that knowing I'm gonna get at least 100,000 for it. Excuse me. Oh. Oh yeah, still gotta come back offline and change all the. It's a little too late now though, isn't it? He earned his. I bought him with it. He's earned his. I'm not sure what's going on. Well, there we have it. We did our job. We're now free to move about the country. 3 locusts killed. Uh, 700K. I'll take 6 million in the bank. Stick around, folks, if you want to see how we do training. I'm going to go up here to Bryant, where it's got a nice, lovely hero mech that I can agonize over not being able to afford. And I'm going to put my folks through some training. And maybe even hire another mech to replace the Wolverine. Is that the Q? This is supposed to be the one found on the planet Valentine? In any case, it's 16 million C-bills, so like I said, I can't afford that. Ooh, a little overzoom. Lots of stuff in here. That is the center of the inner sphere. Okay, equipment. What we got? Same junk. A perp launcher. I don't even want to know what a perp is in this case. Nothing worth spending C-bills on. So, we'll go to the barracks. Pilot overhaul. Some of the things it'll let you do.
Glad to join the company, Commander. Let's kick some ass.
Let's take my good buddy Goblin here, who is not exactly the prettiest guy in the world. If you don't like him annoying you, you can make him somewhat better looking. You can rewrite the story all you want. You can change who he is. You can change the voice form, for instance.
Won't let you down, Commander. I've trained for this.
That's Freeman's voice. No, I'm not going to change it because that one's good enough. I'm going to leave Goblin and Goblin as his names because that tells me who he is. No, I'm not. You know what? What I'm going to do is I'm going to say Kaffenberg. Because if you look down below and do the read up, that's his actual name. Gee, my keyboard does not want to cooperate.
I got it.
As you can see, I'm still highlighted on Kraus right now. I have a missile critic, which means he doesn't like missiles. So at this point, all I can do is the 24 days for the rehabilitation training to get rid of that negative quirk. And that's him going down. Kaffenberg, Slam, Goblin has never got any training. I can do 37 days for a full wide range. We don't, meaning you guess. Or I can pick one of these for that cost, that number of days, to cure a deficiency. In this case, let's say he's really, really not very good. Wow. Yeah. He's not very good at all at anything. I'm going to keep them with the general and let the computer pick.
Thanks for the opportunity, Commander. Not gonna let you or your company down.
Freeman needs a little bit of help in both ballistics and missiles, but he's capped off for most of the bottom ones already. And he's got 2, not 1, but 2 negative quirks. And that's going to take me
Team here.
90 days to get out of there.
Baron here.
Story here. Now that I know I have 90 days to put up with for sitting around, I don't like either of these two for that much money, so I'm going to go with the general and hope it boosts him. He's already well up there. So let's see what we can do in the pilot hires. Oh, that's a good one.
Order acknowledged.
Right there. I hate the guys with the faces like this, but that's okay. I'm buying them, folks. It'd be silly not to, wouldn't I? But I'm going to have to change his name. I've already got a Lieutenant Story. So I'm going to hire him.
Now, I want to get paid for it.
And I'm going to hire Sinclair.
This is Gunman.
And then I'm going to do a little bit of makeup.
I'm Fiend. Order acknowledged.
Lieutenant Story becomes a female. I really don't care. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. That one reminds me of my daughter, so I'll pick her. Because it's my choice. Major. M. Firestorm works. Because she's going to call herself Firestorm if she talks to me on the radio in a combat mission. One of the things I like to do is that lets me actually see and relate to her on the screen during a combat drop as Firestorm. So that when she says, you know, Firestorm here, I know who's talking.
Baron here.
And we'll go
Gunman
Sinclair, who's gunman, okie dokie. We'll come up here. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to make him me. That's it. I am now the commander. I am OPA. Bottom line is very seldom does the commander position actually say anything to everybody else. I don't look anything like that, folks. I don't look anything like any of these things that look closest to him. Confirm it. Opa followed in the footsteps of his famous parents. It's a long, long time ago, on a planet far away.
This is Baron.
And because I do in fact have 111 days of training coming up, I've got to change that call sign. That was a man's voice. What do I need for her? Pretty much topped off on everything, good to go in missiles. I'm going to do the
Good as done.
everything, and then while I've got
Copy that, sir.
that on my mind, I forgot Firestorm was a male call sign. Eagle Eye. Boy, they're all male.
Affirmative, Commander.
Already got Baron in the mix. Yeah, okay. Erg. I'll have to fix that later when I figure out what I'm going to do.
This is Gunman.
I am impenetrable, it said. Let's hope that sticks. I don't like any of them. I'm good to go 8 to 10 and 6, 7. I need energy. I do need energy. Energy by 1, 25 days. Well, if I take that, I'm going to sit here for 25 days and wait for it to come back another one.
Baron here.
I'll do that. Folks, I know this can be boring. Bear with me. What I'm going to do now is punch up the timeline, take it to the next event. I got one more day left on Commander Opa.
This is Baron.
Go back to the barracks. While I'm still sitting here, I got 12, 25, 86 on story, but I got a replacement. 126 on her.
Gunman here.
And now it's not going to give me all the short ones. Canceled me out of that, didn't it? $4 million. It goes quick, guys. It goes quick. And that just showed another $500,000 C-bills going to Bill Spade.
My data skills are at your disposal, Commander.
These two, he's capped out. These are going to be fill-ins if anything happens. That's the same with Commander. And what that really means is
Glad to join the company, Commander. Let's kick some ass.
I don't need him. Oops. I'm going to let him go.
Thanks for the opportunity, Commander. Not gonna let you or your company down.
I've got to wait to 12 days so I can get the training on him done. See what I got. How long I got? Well, a long time. Okay. Energy by 3.
My data skills are at your
I'll
disposal,
take it.
Commander.
This had already skipped it up for me. Skip forward on Freeman. Oops.
This is Baron.
Thanks for the opportunity, Commander. Not gonna let you or your company down.
Baron here. Good is done.
Notice that quirk. I was at 40, or he was at 37, 47. That quirk, when I cleared it, gave him back 3 points in missile. That's the way that works. It was dragging him down by 3 points in missiles. I've got 101. 241. Yep. MechWarriors, I'm going to call this an episode. So Opa Plays MechWarrior 5 signing out. See you next time. We're going to go do something exciting, a lot more exciting than sitting in a training room having sexual harassment training. Just saying it, putting it out there. See you next time. Opa gone.